Not a big poem guy, but I love this one. It's called Our Greatest Fear. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You're a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were born to make manifest the glory that of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So I had you write down 50 wins from your entire life this morning. Is it hard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Raise your hand if you got more than 10. Okay, most of you. Raise your hand if you got more than 20. One of you. None of you? None of you.
That's 19.
Okay. So, let me ask you another question. If I asked you to write down 50 things that you've screwed up, or 50 mistakes that you've made, would that be easier or harder for you to do? Easier. If I asked you to write down 50 mistakes that you've made in the last 2 months, would you probably be able to do it a little bit easier than 50 wins from your entire life? Yeah. You guys think that's good? A good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing.
Guys, playing small is not serving anybody. I call this perverted humility. We feel like if we beat ourselves down, if we over-focus on our mistakes, if we do not celebrate our wins, our strengths, our brilliance, that we are somehow serving the world, and that's what we're supposed to do. What do you guys think humility means? What's the word humility mean? Anybody know? What's it mean to be humble?
To not be outspoken.
To not be outspoken? What else? Be kind. Not be boastful. Okay, I will tell you the definition of humility is not thinking less of yourself. It's thinking of yourself less. Say that again. Humility is not thinking less of yourself. It's thinking of yourself less. We are not serving anybody by over-focusing on our mistakes and our shortcomings and playing down our strengths. Guys, I agree with the poem this morning. I think our greatest fear is that we are actually powerful beyond measure, that we actually have everything inside of us that we need to step into the lives of our dreams. I think that we're scared that we actually have all the potential in the world and we're just not using it, that we're settling. Not a single person in this room was born ordinary. Not one of us. It's the miracle of life. You were born. And there's one of you in the entire world. I firmly believe that poem was not meant to be a religious message this morning. It doesn't matter what you believe. But I believe that you were perfectly and meticulously created for a purpose. There's only one of you. So there's a reason why you're here. And I think this chart is really interesting. So what this is, the percent over here are percent of children that score in the genius category for divergent thinking. Does anybody know what divergent thinking is? Christian?
One of kind.
Yes, kind of. So divergent thinking means creative thinking, right? Like a dreamer, able to think of many solutions for a problem. Between the ages of 3 to 5, almost all of us score in the genius category for divergent thinking. And by the time we are 25, by the time you get to my age, 2% of people in the world score in the genius category. Why is that? Why do we shrink? Why? Aiden?
Self-doubt.
Self-doubt. What else? Tristan?
Not following our dreams.
Yeah. You start listening to everybody, right? Start listening to why that won't work, why we shouldn't do that, why that dream's too big. When's the last time? You guys remember having show and tell when you were a kid? When's the last time we've had show and tell?
2nd grade.
Yeah. Like, I want to bring show and tell back. I think we should have show and tell every single week. Like, why are we playing small? Why are we not celebrating the things that we're good at? Why are we not celebrating our wins? Why are we not sharing things that we've done well? Why are we not sharing things that excite us? Why are we not talking about our dreams? Why are we focusing on all these mistakes? I think it's because we start to settle. We settle for ordinary. We were born extraordinary, and we settle for ordinary. And we do that by not taking action on the things that we're supposed to take action on. This chart over here is regrets. So regrets in your life. On a weekly basis, it's about 50-50. So what's an action regret? Give me an example.
Like not going somewhere that like so like if you don't go to prom or something, it's like an action regret.
Okay, or that might be an inaction regret. You didn't do something, right?
Like punching your hand through a wall and breaking
Sure.
your fist.
Yeah. Okay, I shouldn't have done that, right? Pretty simple. Inaction regret is I should have done that. So on a weekly basis, it's about 50-50. But over the course of your life, look how that changes. This is on your deathbed. What you will regret is what you didn't do. The life that you didn't step into. You will regret settling for ordinary. Because I think all of the potential that you need, all of the gifts that you need, are already inside of you. We don't grow into something that we dream of being. I think we uncover who we're supposed to be and who we were created to be. And so our greatest fear is not our mistakes, playing small. It's that we're actually powerful beyond measure. We actually have everything that we need to be wildly successful. So my encouragement for you this morning is let's start celebrating victories. Let's start over-focusing on the things that we do well. And let's stop over-focusing on the things that we screw up. What if as a group of the 12 or so people in this room this morning, what if we just started to over-celebrate our wins with each other for the next 3 months? How would that change our lives? What if we started to have a show and tell? And we just started to say, hey, I had an awesome day today. This is what happened for me today. This is how I did on this project. This is what I'm excited about right now. What if we started talking about those things? What if we started focusing on those things? Would that change the lives of the people in this room? I think it would. I think it would. So let's start doing that. Go win the day.